Okay, today we have a beer from Stout's Brewing Company, which is out of Adamstown, Pennsylvania, which is near Reading, near Lancaster, that kind of area of PA. My neck of the woods, as a matter of fact, not too far from where I am, so very excited to be reviewing this beer. I already did review a beer from them. I believe it was a double stout. I forget the name of it, but I really, really like that beer. So far, Stouts is 1 for 1 in my book as far as 10 for 10 beers. It's going to have to really impress me to be a 10 for 10 in this one. It's a double IPA, and it's just simply Stouts double IPA. It's not called anything crazy. It's got a picture of two elephants tussling, it looks like, two circus elephants. So I don't know what that's all about. 9.43% ABV. So very, very precise as far as the ABV count. 9.43%. Don't know if there's any significance there. It does have a very differing ABV according to Rate Beer. It's 10.6. According to it looks like Beer Advocate, it's 10, but according to the bottle, it's 9.43. So I'm going to go with what the bottle says, with what the actual brewery gives me. 90 IBUs, so it's really on the high end of that, which you kind of expect from a double IPA. It gets an 89 on Beer Advocate, very good. 98 on Rate Beer, which is absolutely outstanding. So according to the little description on Rate Beer rather, more than 75 IBUs. Well, it has 90. Multiple kettle hop additions and general dry hopping contribute to powerful yet smooth and fragrant hop character. So that's what they say about Stout's double IPA. Now, the Imperial Stout, or the double stout rather, that I had was a 10 out of 10. Something to do with the bear. I completely forget the name of it. I've reviewed so many beers. I should probably remember beers that are 10 out of 10, but it's everywhere, so I can, everywhere around where I am at least. Maybe not where you are if you're not listening in the Pennsylvania area. Probably not prevalent where you are. A nice head on this beer. Probably has almost a finger, if not a finger, and a very hazy, cloudy orange body to it. We just did that Brooklyn Blast beer, which was not quite as cloudy as this one is. This one is very cloudy, very orangey. You can't see any. You have no idea anything's behind this when you look through it. And the head is nice and frothy, kind of milky kind of head. So definitely a little more going on in the body of this beer than there was the Brooklyn Blast beer that we had reviewed just a little while ago. So let's get the aroma now of Stout's Double IPA. I'm getting a dankness. I'm getting an aroma very reminiscent of Dogfish Head 90. Not really getting a pine. I'm getting a very mango-y, grapefruity. I'm definitely getting the grapefruit a little bit, but I'm getting something else that's overpowering the grapefruit. It might be mango, some kind of passion fruit. Not getting much pine, so it's definitely not kind of a West Coast feel to this beer. Yeah, definitely some kind of tropical fruit is what I'm getting out of this beer. So what I'm assuming is, unlike the last beer, I'm assuming we're not going to get Christmas in a beer. We're not going to get a West Coast sensation out of this. That's not to say it's not going to be good. It's just to say that we're not going to get what I kind of like as far as double IPAs. But I do like ones that follow the East Coast trend as well. It's just not as many. So let's see what we have here with Stout's double IPA. I'm getting a lot of booziness, like right on the tip of my tongue here, and definitely some kind of just tropical passion fruit, almost pineapple-y, pineapple mango maybe is what I'm getting. The mango I got in the aroma, the pineapple not so much until I actually tasted it. It does not. I'm getting an alcohol taste but I'm not getting a harsh aftertaste. I'm not getting that bitter kind of grapefruity kind of aftertaste that you usually get from IPAs. There's a lot going on in this one. This one is a lot heavier than the Brooklyn Blast. It just seems like there's just a lot of stuff going on. Very tasty. If you go for the tropical passion fruit kind of stuff, this might be a little better for you. It's more of a tropical flair than a West Coast flair. Not my cup of tea, but not awful either. But for me, there's just too much going on in the body of this beer. But that said, I'm going to go ahead and give Stout's Double IPA 7.5 out of 10. I'm not quite in love with it like Rate Beer is. I'm not quite even in love with it as Beer Advocate is. It's a little too hefty for me. A little too much of a hefty double IPA. There's too much going on in it. It's just too sweet, maybe. Too fruity, passion fruit. It's just basically almost like a kid's candy for 35-year-olds like me. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10. Not blowing me away like the other one did. The double stout did, which I absolutely loved, and I could just drink till the end of time. But this one is serviceable, definitely. And you can get it if you live in Pennsylvania. You can get it pretty cheap for a 4-pack. It's like $9 or something like that, and that's not bad for 9.43% double IPAs. So 7.5 out of 10 for Stout's Double IPA. Thanks.